Alright, so the question I'm going to do is 2.4, question 13. And the question is, the percentage of the world's population that lives in some area has decreased steadily for the past 50 years, as you can see in this chart. So the problems are, problem A, let FT be the percentage of the world's population that lives in this area at T years since 1950. Find the equation of F. Question B, find the slope of the model found in part A. What does it mean in this situation? And question C, estimate the number of people who lived in 2006 when the world's population was 6.6 billion. And question D, predict when exactly half of the world's population will live in this area. And the last question is, find the t-intercepts of the model found in part. What does it mean? So let's go on to our first question. Let FT be the percentage of the world's population that lives in this area at the T years since 1950. Find the equation of F. So basically it's asking to find the equation. So first of all, let's if you graph this table onto your graph calculator, you'll get something like this. And yes, this graph is pretty linear. So to get the slope, I got these the first and the last points, which is 0 and 70. It's 0 because it's the years after 1950, and 53 and 53. So to get the slope, we use the formula of y1 minus by y2 divided by x1 divided by x2, which will give us 17 over negative 53. And if we divide that, we'll get approximately of negative 0.32, negative 0.32. So we plug it to our slope intercept form, and yes, and then we plug in one of the points. So I plugged in 70 and 0, which will give us to solve for B. So it will give us 7 equals B. So our equation is Ft equals negative 0.32 T plus 70. So our question B asks, find the slope of the model found in part A. What does it mean in this situation? So our slope was negative 0.32, and what this means is every year it decreased by, the percentage of the population decreased by negative 0.32. So it means the percentage decreased by, the slope is the percentage decreased by 0.32 percentage points per year. So let's go into question C. Estimate the number of people who lived in 2006 when the world's population was 6.6 billion. So first of all, 2006 is 56 years after 1950. So we plug that into our equation, and negative 0.32 times 56 is negative 17.92 plus 70, and we'll get the answer of 52.08, which is approximately 52%. So in 2006, 6.6 billion people lived in this on Earth, and so we times 52, well, we make it into 0.52 and times it, and it will give us 3.432, which is approximately 3.4 billion. So let's go on to question D. Predict when exactly half the world's population will live in this area. So half is 50%. So we plug that into our equation, which is and so we minus 70 to both sides will give us negative 20 equals negative 0.32 t. And the next we divide negative 0.32 to both sides, which will give us 6.5 equals t. So approximately 63 equals to t. So 63 years after 1950 is 2013. Our last question, which is find the t-intercepts of the model found in part A. What does it mean? So the t-intercept will look like this. So we plug it in. 0 equals 2, negative 0.32 t plus 70, and we divide negative 0.32 to both sides, which will give us 218.75 t. So our intercept will be 218.75 and what this means is the number of t-intercept is the number of years after 1950 when no people live in this area. 0% lived in this area. 218.75 years after 1950. Thank you.